Daniel was once a respected man in Brookstone City, always neat, confident, and hopeful. But 4 months ago, he lost his job suddenly. Since then, his home changed. His respect faded. His wife, Mirabelle, became the one paying the bills, buying food, and controlling everything. With money came pride, and pride slowly turned her heart cold. She would talk to Daniel harshly, command him like a child, and remind him daily that he was nothing without her.
One afternoon, Mirabelle gave Daniel money for groceries and warned him strictly not to lose a single coin. Daniel went to the market silently, carrying shame in his heart. On his way back, he avoided people because he didn't want to answer painful questions like, "Brother Daniel, how is work?"
Daniel met an elderly woman named Mama Essie, sitting beside a wall with only 2 coins in her bowl. Her eyes showed hunger and pain. She begged softly for help. Though afraid of his wife's reaction, Daniel followed his heart and gave her the bigger note. Mama Essie prayed for him deeply. May help locate you when you need it most.
When Daniel returned home, Mirabelle demanded her change. Fear swallowed him. Instead of telling the truth, he lied and said he lost the money. Mirabelle exploded with anger, insulted him deeply, and reminded him he was useless. 2 days later, Daniel returned from job hunting and found his wife kissing his best friend Kelvin. Instead of shame, Mirabelle boldly told him to leave. She threw his bag outside and chased him away from the house. Heartbroken, Daniel walked away with nowhere to go. Daniel walked slowly along the road with his bag in his hand. The sun was still shining, but inside him everything felt dark. His body was tired from job hunting, and his heart was heavy with shame. He didn't even know where he was going anymore. As he reached the corner of the road, he suddenly saw the old woman again, sitting near the roadside with her small bowl. Daniel stopped quickly and rushed closer. "Mama, what are you doing here?" he asked. "This is not where I saw you last time." The old woman looked up slowly. "My son," she said gently, "I move from place to place every day. I have not eaten since morning." Daniel's heart squeezed with pity. Even though his own life was broken, he could not ignore her hunger. He brought out the last money in his pocket and stretched it toward her. "Mama, take this and buy food." But the old woman shook her head. "No, I will not take it." Daniel was shocked. "Why, Mama?" She looked at him calmly. "Because that is your last money." Daniel froze. "How did you know?" She smiled lightly. "When a man looks this sad, he is not holding plenty money." Daniel could not hold his pain anymore. He sat down and told her everything about Lizzie, the betrayal, the shame, and how he was chased out. The old woman listened quietly, then sighed. "My son, sorry." Then she brought out a small piece of paper with numbers written on it. "Have you ever played gamble before?" Daniel nodded slowly. "Yes, once. I didn't win." "This time you will win," she said calmly. "Go and play these numbers." Daniel was afraid. "Mama, this is my last money." But she only said softly, "Go, God will provide." With fear and hope battling inside him, Daniel finally agreed and walked away with the paper.
Daniel went to the store, played the numbers, and returned, but the old woman was gone. He felt foolish. Later that day, he met an old friend, Matthew, who allowed him to stay in his house. The next morning, Daniel checked the result. He froze. He had won. Not small money, not average money. He had won $2 million. He screamed in shock and joy. Matthew celebrated with him, but refused to play when Daniel had earlier suggested gambling. After Matthew left to buy wine, a strange voice warned Daniel, "Danger! Your friend is not happy. Run." Fear entered Daniel's body. Without thinking twice, he grabbed his bag and ran. Moments later, Matthew returned. When he realized Daniel was gone, his face changed. "So he ran with the money," Matthew muttered angrily. His true nature had been revealed.
As Daniel ran through the busy streets, he suddenly saw Mama again, sitting calmly like she had been waiting. "Mama, I won! I won the money!" She only nodded. "I know." Daniel was shocked. "How did you know?" Then she warned him, "Learn to keep your blessings secret. Not everyone is happy for you." She warned him about his friend without Daniel even mentioning Matthew. That was when Daniel realized Mama was not ordinary. Before he could say more, she said softly, "This is the last time you will see me, but I will always be with you." Daniel turned away briefly, and when he looked back, Mama had vanished. No bowl, no wrapper, nothing. That was when Daniel understood. God had sent her.